he deserves to be given more of a chance.
So who will fill the void left by Bruno Fernandes when Manchester United next play, which is on Boxing Day? Always a good game, this one, up against Newcastle. Live coverage gets underway 7:30 on Sky Sports. Let's start, though, with the future of the Bournemouth forward, Antoine Semenyo. Dave Reed and Clinton Morrison are still alongside me. What do we know then today, Dave, as to the latest news on this one?
Well, what we understand at Sky Sports News is that a decision on Antoine Semenyo's future could be made as soon as today. Not absolutely certain that that will happen, but certainly the indication that we have had is that there could well be a decision made on his future today. Manchester City, Manchester United, front of the queue for the player. But it's interesting, because of the developments over the weekend with Alexander Isak and his injury, Liverpool also said to be considering their options and a potential move for Antoine Semenyo. They've got a little bit of juggling to do as to whether they decide to go in. The interesting thing is that Semenyo has a release clause which becomes active in January. It's around 60 plus £5 million, which is active for the first half of the month, and then it becomes inactive. It allows Bournemouth then time to bring in another player. And the interesting thing is that that release clause drops slightly when we get to the summer transfer window. The thinking is that potentially Bournemouth have a little bit of extra time when it comes to the summer in order to find a replacement. But certainly at the moment, it's on a bit of a knife edge where he might end up come this January window if he does indeed go anywhere.
It's a nice set of options for him to have, the sort of options that he has earned with some excellent form this season. Where do you think he will end up? And if you were him, and all three of those clubs remained at the table right towards the end of it, which they might not, where would you opt for?
Wow, that's a big question. I'd go to where I want to play football and where I feel they're going to improve my game and I've got the best manager in the world. So I'd go to Man City. In my eyes, I'd go to Man City. Will Pep Guardiola be there at the end of the season? You've got to weigh up all these options if you're a player signing for Man City. I think he's a tremendous player. I think at the moment Man City have an injury to Doku. So his most likely place he would be at the moment, in my eyes, would probably be Man United or Liverpool. I think Liverpool, he kind of knows Richard Hughes. Richard Hughes used to be at Bournemouth, and obviously will know Semenyo. And I think Liverpool will link to him in the summer. So I'd be surprised if Liverpool didn't come in for him. But they have to see they spent a lot of money in the summer. So obviously they have to see the books and if they can make the deal happen. But I think you'd go to any one of those clubs. They're all top clubs, but obviously Man City are flying and got a chance of winning the Premier League if they're interested in you. But it's whoever pays the money. Man United's a good shout. He'll get into that Man United team.
How do Man United, with the system, and there's an interesting piece today about Kobbie Mainoo not getting as many opportunities because how rigid Ruben Amorim is with the team he selects and how he sets them up. Where do you think Man United would use him?
It's different because Semenyo, when he plays for Bournemouth, plays as a winger.
Yeah.
Man United plays 10s. So he will need to adapt his game and be one of the 10. And that's the only way I can see him playing is one of them 10. So if he plays in one of those 10s, it will either be Cunha, I think that pushes up to the number 9, or Mbeumo. It's a decision. It's a hard decision because or Mbeumo. I think Šeško would miss out at this moment in time.
And Mount would he?
I think Mount can go and play in one of those centre midfield roles. I think Mason Mount's been very good recently. But what you need at Man United is competition for places. You saw the other night against Aston Villa, Bruno Fernandes gets injured. Who else is going to create chances? I do think Mason Mount can play that role, but it's a big call. But I know Ruben Amorim, when they played them recently, spoke before the game how much he admires Semenyo. When a manager comes out and says how much he admires him, I think it's a good signing. And